be available a little bit later today. Within our listing and landing pages, before we actually jump into our KW command platform, we are going to send you guys a link in the chat box down below to this document right here that should allow you to have some additional information on creating some of the stuff that we're going to be going through here today. Now, moving back over here to our KW command platform, how to access KW command is going to be agent.kw.com. And our Google Chrome browser or Firefox browser are going to be the best browsers to use when navigating our KW command platform. If you're using Safari or Edge, you may run into a situation where a page won't load correctly for you, or you may not get a pop-up that you need to finish a registration. So we just encourage you to use the Chrome or Firefox browsers. And when we type in agent.kw.com, we're going to leave out the www right here. When we get to this page, this is going to be our KW login. So it's generally the first letter of your first name, followed by your last name. If it's a pretty common combination, like John Smith, you may have a number associated at the end here. I'll go ahead and hit sign in. And we've made our way to our command platform. Here we go. And before we make our way to our landing pages, first we're going to want to make sure that our marketing profile is all connected and updated with the information that we want branded to our landing pages. So we're going to go ahead and click on our name on the top right hand corner here, and we're going to make our way to settings. We'll wait for this to load up here for a second. And while this is loading, within this next page here, we're going to want to look at the left-hand side and find where it says Connect Settings. And we'll give this another second to load here. There we go. We'll click on Connect Settings right here. And you should have one drop down that says Marketing Profile. We'll go ahead and give that a click. And you should be taken to your marketing profile information. Now, again, we want to scroll through here. We want to make sure that everything is updated. You may have an additional section here that has been updated, which is your slogan. So be sure to enter your slogan. It does have that red asterisk that's indicated a mandatory section right here. And once we fill in all of this information, we'll scroll down here to the very bottom and click Save. One thing we should draw our attention to when we're done filling out our information is this Use My Information to Brand My Agent site. What we'll be doing here is we'll be making sure this is toggled onto green. So all of this marketing information like your headshot, your phone number, your email will be branded over to all the additional marketing that you will be creating. So instead of having to put your headshot every single time on your marketing, this should pull from this marketing profile right here. And as we are looking through here, if you are noticing that there are some issues with your agent site, configuring your landing pages with your drop down, just make sure to go back and just re-toggle that Brand My Information. So we'll turn that off and then we'll turn it back on, and then it should fix that issue there for you. We are going to be talking about landing pages and listings today. And we're going to be making our way over to our listings. Sorry, I think we're going to be talking about our landing pages first, just because we set up our marketing profile, and then we'll go ahead and make our way over to our listings. So first, we'll go ahead and click on the red KW square in the top left-hand corner. And then we're going to make our way to the consumer icon at the very bottom here. It's going to be the last icon on the bottom left. Once we click on consumer right here, you'll be taken to this page that has your agent site pages, your landing pages, and it also has a section for you to fill in your mobile app information. Now, we did have a question come in that asks, what are landing pages, or what's the difference between an agent site and a landing page? Well, a agent site, think of as kind of like a booklet where you have a number of different pages that you can attach to this agent site, right? Like a blog, you can attach an about me, you can attach a number of different pages. Your landing pages, however, think of as a single sheet of paper where it only really serves one page and one kind of function. If we click on landing pages right here, you'll see you'll have a number of different landing pages that have their very own links. And if we click on our agent site pages right here, we'll only have our one agent site link right here. So landing pages are pretty cool because they give you a unique opportunity to showcase some additional content that otherwise you wouldn't necessarily add on your agent site. So whether this be a open house event, whether this be a client appreciation, you have a number of different options when it comes to building out landing pages to really utilize your marketing. So if we were to click on create a new page right here, you have the option to select on my agent site or as a landing page. And we're going to choose as a landing page right here. I'm going to click on create page. And then it should pop us into this new landing page right here. Now, keep in mind, if you have ever worked on your agent site, you have to have at least one widget added to your page in order to save or publish your page right here. In order to publish your page, you can always save your landing page, but in order to make it live, you're going to need at least one widget on your page right here. Now, if we look through here, these widgets are going to be similar to the agent site widgets, but they're going to serve a little bit different functions. Like, for example, if we scroll down here, you have an agent branding or a branded header right here. If I were to click and drag this branded header over, you'll see I'll in turn be able to brand my information here. As we scroll down through here on the right hand side, you'll see that we have an option to add a testimonial capture form. We have the option to add a video, a local expert, and we're going to be going through a number of these different widgets here today. So we're just going to take a look at what these widgets can do and what they're capable of, and then we're going to create a landing page to kind of showcase one of our listings. So we have our agent branding right here, which really took the information from that marketing profile that we just created. So they have that information right here. Anytime you drag a widget over, on the bottom right hand corner, you'll have a button that says configure widget. So here we'll be able to actually go into the widget and change some additional information like our headshot, our phone number, our team logo, and so on and so forth. So we can save and apply, and that should reflect that on our widget here. Now I'm going to click on this back arrow where it says branded header right here. And I'm just going to X out, or I can hit done right here. Now, as we're navigating onward here, it looks like we have a great title. And let's start to fill in some content for this landing page right here. So a great thing that I like to use a landing page for would be to use it as a digital open house sign-in sheet, where if you were to bring a tablet or a computer, your clients would be able to fill in their information on this landing page, and their information will go straight to your command database. So you won't have to spend time carrying around a pen and paper, doing that data entry, and so on. So pretty cool. Now, as we, if we're thinking about building out a open house sign-in sheet right here, I'm going to want to use this listing widget right here to showcase a listing. So say my template was created, and since we did make changes to our first widget here and saved them, when I drug this other widget over here, it looks like it didn't quite apply. So no worries here. We're just going to go ahead and save our landing page. Perfect. And we're just going to go ahead and click on landing pages again. Here's our new draft. And we're going to click on these three dots and then edit. So if we go over here again, I'll click and drag the widget, the listing over. And as you see right here, it should apply here for us. Now again, if we think about these widgets, they are kind of templates. So this is a stock template right here of what this listing will look like. It'll have an image. It'll give the statistical information with your square footage, bedroom, bathroom, and year built, as well as some other information. So pretty cool to kind of have all this information right on one page. And all we really have to do to gain that listing information would in turn be able to click on configure widgets right here, listing, and then we're going to be able to browse for our very own listing. So I'm just going to type in, for example, 123 Main Street. And then I'm going to hit search here. And I'm just going to find a random property, random listing for us to use in this demonstration here. So let me choose this one right here. So when you choose a listing from this widget, from select listing right here, it pulls in all of the different images from that MLS listing. So I can actually choose which header image I want to showcase on this right-hand side right here. So I'm going to choose, let's say, this house right here. Perfect. And then I'll hit save and apply. Now, can we do this with other office listings? This should pull from all the MLSs. So if you were to type in a listing here, you should be able to see what kind of office and what kind of agent has these listings right here. Okay, I'm going to select this one again. There we go. So not only did it pull this image into my header right here, but if I scroll down here, it also gives you that square footage and that statistical information. It already auto-generated here for me. And as we scroll down, you'll have that property information. You'll have a scrolling timeline of all these different images right here. And you will also have some radius information on that location, on that listing as well. Now there's going to be one more thing that we want to add to this landing page right here. So we have our name branded up here. We have the listing. And next, what I want to do, just very simply, I want to have a lead capture form. So just for them to be able to sign in and for it to go to my command database, we're going to drag over this lead form widget. I'm going to drag this down here. And wherever you see that, that green line, let's see right here. Wherever you see this green line at, let's see if I can, there we go, is where your widget's going to fall under. So I'm going to put it right down here at the very bottom because I would like my clients to see the property first, images, and see statistical information, and then sign up before we tour the property. And if you don't want interested, let's talk, we can configure this widget as well. We can click on lead form right here. And we can say, please sign in to 123 Main Street. So please sign in to 123 Main Street. It's a little bit more cohesive than interested, let's talk. And as you see right here, we can just save and apply. We're going to save our landing page. Yes, we'll update it. And again, at this point, we can do one of two things, right? We still have it saved as a draft here, but if we want to publish it and make it live for us to send out to our clients, for other outside individuals to view, we'll again click on the three dots. We'll click on edit right here, and then we will just publish this page. And I'm going to go ahead and publish this right here. And as you see right here, it brought me back to the consumer page, and I'll click on landing pages, and now you'll see that it's a live link, much like all these other live links right here. So if I were to give this a click, you were to see this live page right here. I'll give you this this link so you can see this. And as we were to scroll down, you'll see this is the live view of that property right here. So this would essentially be a digital open house sign-in sheet. Now, and Cynthia, that's a great question. Cynthia said some people would sign in before they had arrived at the open house. Technically, if you'd use this as a digital open house sign-in sheet, you would not be sending the link out to anybody. You would be bringing this on your personal device for them to walk into the home and sign into. But yeah, you can also use this to very much showcase a listing as well. So again, if you really want to wow your clients with their very own listing kind of website page, you have that ability to kind of, again, essentially do this as well, and have a interested let's talk where you can really showcase these individual listings. Now, I'm going to get back over here to the KW command. I'm going to click on these three dots again. I'm sure we're used to these three dots by now, but since we've actually activated our landing page, we'll click on these three dots again, and you have a couple more options here. So we can edit and delete, much like how we saw previously, but we also have two other options as well. We have change URL as well as deactivate. Now deactivate would simply be pretty much like toggling this toggling this green button off right here just to temporarily disable this landing page. And again, at any point in time, if you'd like to turn this landing page back on again, say it's a holiday or seasonal landing page that you have, you can toggle that very much so right here, which would be very similar to that deactivate. But one last thing right here, which is pretty cool, is you have a change URL section right here. Now, it may not change the whole entire URL, But what it should do is it should at least change this last little bit of code right here for you. So we can change this to something a little bit nicer, like open house sign in for 123 Main Street, right? What did I do? Oh, no spaces. No spaces are allowed. This is still a link, right? So open house sign in for 123 Main Street. I can create that right there. And now we have a new live link. Now I know I sent you guys that link prior in that chat box down below, but it may no longer be active now that I changed this link to open house sign in for 123 Main Street. All right, moving back over here. Do we have any questions before I jump over to our listings? Let me jump back into our landing pages here, see if there's any other things that I want to showcase. Oh, before we jump over, there's one last thing that I kind of want to show you. You have a ton of other widgets that please feel free to explore. But one last thing that I wanted to show that may enhance or showcase this listing a little bit more would be something called a market snap right here. Now, if we move this market snap over, I'm going to move it in between my lead capture and my listing right there. And as you see that green line, what this will do is this will pull information like statistical information on a neighborhood associated with this listing right here. So if I were, again, to configure my widgets and I were to click on that market snap right here, we can go ahead and select a neighborhood associated with this listing right here. So since I kind of chose a random listing, let's see if I can 49927. 49927. See if that pops up there. Whoops. But you should be able to pull that same information just by that postal code, and you should be able to select that same neighborhood as that specific listing right here. Moving back over, there's a question, where can we see the leads that signed the lead form? Now, if you have clients that are signing this lead form all the way down at the bottom here, what's going to happen is their information is going to be sent automatically to your database, to your contacts inside of your KW command right here. And they're also going to be marked with a blue L. So we're going to go ahead and actually create a lead right here, for example. So I'm going to create a sample test. Pretty sure that'll be pretty easy for us to see. gmail@gmail.com. And then our phone number right here. So there we go. And again, this is just all sample information here. And it's also important to leave a note as well. So your clients will be asked to leave a note about this property, what they liked, what they didn't like, or pretty much really anything. They could even press space right here if they wanted to continue further. Place looks great. And then when they click I'm not a robot right here, and then we hit send, so our sample test is the first and last name that we're going to be looking for inside of our KW command database. So it says, thank you, your information has been submitted. So I'm going to go back over here to my landing page, to my KW command. And before I actually jump into my contacts here, I'm going to go to my home page, because believe it or not, we actually have a section to view any new leads that come in. So as you see right here on our home page, we have our sample test, which was just a few seconds ago. So here's all the recent leads that are going to be coming in. Now, if I were to go to my contacts right here, you can click on this sample test as well. It should take you straight to that contact. But I'm actually going to go into our contacts here. And as you should see, any contact that comes in under a lead will have a blue L right here for us to take a look at. So we'll click on sample test. And as we look down right here, we see that we have our lead information that was captured, and the note was looks great. So what's cool about this is it even tells you which, like where this lead was captured from. So we have this landing page right here. And once we signed in, so I actually used the link that had my old combo in here, but as you see right here, it says a new lead received from your landing page template BH9, so on. So, and then it also captures that note that the client left as well. So once we get here, it's pretty cool because we can start to really claim that lead, fill in that additional information. And again, one thing that really that I would really like to stress on is adding that neighborhood to your contact as well. So a great example is if this is a open house sign-in sheet, right? Chances are these are buyers looking, to buy a house. And chances are that property, that neighborhood that you're in, having that open house, they may be interested in moving to that neighborhood. So it may be wise to also add the neighborhood that you have that open house here on this lead as well. You can always add as much neighborhoods as you want. You can add their personal neighborhood where they currently live. You can add the open house neighborhood where they were searching. But here you can actually start to collect information and really set your clients up to receive these automated smart plans that we'll talk about in a later class. All right, moving onward here, I'm going to move down to our listings here, and we're going to talk a little bit about our listings. Now, when we get to our listings right here, really treat this kind of twofold, right? You can use this to sync your MLS, but you can also use this to search for properties as well. So I'm currently in the My Listings section. So this is where all of my listings will currently be synced right here. I can view them. I can see what's going on. I can see date created, listing status, and so on. Now, one thing that we also have right up at the top here is we have our search. Now, if I were to click on our search right here, here is a way that we can really spend time searching for additional properties right here. So if I scroll down just a little bit so we can kind of see this, we have a map on the left-hand side, and then we have all of these listings right here on the right-hand side. We can zoom out or drag our map around here a little bit, and as we drag around, it should show us more additional properties. Now, what's cool about having these neighborhoods here is it really gives you a sense of all of the different listings or properties or property types that are associated in that neighborhood. So again, right here, this looks a little crazy just because I clicked on this neighborhood right here. But on the top right-hand corner, if we click on this filter, we can actually filter our status down a little bit more. So maybe I only want to see the active listings right here. So I'm going to click apply filters, and that's going to remove some away right here. I can go a step further and I can scroll down here, and you should have additional filters as well. So you can filter by bedroom, bathroom, square footage, all of the statistical information that you would normally search for. And once you find a property that you're interested in, we can go ahead and give this a click. And it'll open up a page that'll give us all the information about this listing, as well as some other cool features that I really can't wait to get into. So first and foremost is going to be the listing, right? So you have the listing right here. We can scroll down. You have your pricing details. You have your MLS number. If I scroll down a little bit more, you have your property description. One thing that I think is really cool is the area and school information. You can actually search based off of like schools and that's what's cool about having things centralized in a neighborhood kind of setting is we get to see what schools are associated with that neighborhood. We also get to see, is it a dog friendly? Is it an active biking neighborhood? And really kind of have these bits of information to fit our lifestyle or your client's lifestyle. Fees and taxes, that's always great. And any kind of green home features. It looks like there's no green home features. Now, the cool additions that we have here on our listings is we have the ability to search all the photos that this listing has. So it looks like they only have about 2. But we can kind of view those as well. So if there's a lot of photos, we can view that and really kind of help find our properties for our clients without even having to leave the KW Command platform. We have our open houses and virtual tours. So these 3 right here, open houses, virtual tours, and links, these are the cool sections right here. This will give a drop down if it loads up right here, and if it is added, it'll give you a drop down of information on any kind of open houses that are going on. So if you are the one creating these listings, please fill in this additional information because it's so helpful, again, to be able to kind of view all of that information, especially from the other side's point of view. So virtual tours, if you have a virtual tour link, we can add that right here. And then again, you have your type as well. And last but not least, we have our links right here, right? So what could we use our links for? Well, a great example is we just created a listing landing page that we could really attach to this listing right here. Now, this listing may not be the 123 Main Street, so I'm not going to go ahead and attach it right here, but you have that opportunity to do that right here to really blend all of your marketing here together. Questions. I'm going to leave it open to questions if you guys have any, and yeah. Who all has access to this? Well, as an agent, you should have access to creating these. If you have access to your KW command, if you have a KW command login, you should be able to jump in and can you show us the other? Of course, I can show you the other widgets. I'd absolutely love to show you some of these other widgets on this landing page right here. So I'm going to get back in here. Here's that landing page that we were kind of working on right here. You saw you had that listing. You have the market snap right here, and you have the lead form, and you have the branded header. So I think we have about 4 on here already, but we have other options as well. So we have video, which is really cool. So again, if you have a yearly client appreciation event that you have like this cool intro video that you want to add, you can do that right here. So I just click and drag the video block over here. And again, we're going to do the same system. We're going to click on the object, and then on the bottom right, we're going to configure that widget. And here, it'll give you some additional information, right? It'll say, what do you want your headline text to be? Pie giveaway 2021. So maybe I have an awesome pie event that that was really cool last year that I want to show a video of. Description, that's really going to be your call. It's going to be right here down below. And I could say, join us for next year's event. And again, you want to be sure to make this a little bit more robust than what I'm filling in right here. But as we are scrolling down here, you have two options. You have the option to use a video URL, or you have the option to upload a video from your computer. Now, I'm sure some of us may use YouTube, so we just go ahead and drop that YouTube link for that video that you uploaded right here. If you have that video that you just it's just on your computer, you can use the upload video right here and just upload it directly. I'm going to save and apply. And as you see, none of this stuff changed until I actually save and apply. I didn't drop a video link in here. So I hope it still lets me proceed forward. Let's see here. Let's see if this, I know it's not a video link, but let's see if we can actually get this to work right here. Well, pretend I put a video link in right here, and it should populate right here for you, and it should allow you to be able to proceed forward here. I just don't quite have a video link right off the top of my head here. Let's see, what else do we have? We also have our download my app. This is a pretty standard widget right here. Doesn't really take too much at all. It's just a quick download my app where it has a button that will take them to your download my app page, where when they click on the download button, it will brand the app with your headshot and your information and so on. Now, Mohammed said I created and published a landing page, but I cannot see it on my website. So again, these are going to be two different forms of website, okay? So your landing pages are all going to be their own individual, think single sheet sites. Your agent site is going to be that site where you can add a number of different pages to. So if you'd like to create additional pages on your agent site, you'd just be going and creating that. Let's see here. Create a new page on my agent site right here, as opposed to the landing page. Testimonial form. So yeah, so as you see right here, you have a testimonial capture form, but you don't have the testimonial carousel when it comes to your landing pages. So we can have your clients sign up for, we can have your clients send testimonials in. There we go, right here. But it could only really showcase on that on your agent site's testimonials. So we have that right here. Oops, let's see. We will, oops. Use that testimonial capture right here. We'll give that a click. And here we can fill in. Did you like this open house? Please let us know any information that you can provide that may make this experience better. So you can add all that stuff right here for those client testimonials. You can even just have one if you, again, are promoting a client appreciation event. So you do have a ton of different options with that. But just again, keep in mind you have the capture form here on the landing pages. You do not have the carousel or the list view of the testimonials. Can we make a lead form landing page to capture Facebook leads from running ads? Well, here's the thing. If you are using the campaigns in KW command, there's a button in there within your Facebook settings that says use Facebook lead generation capture form. And that should take place of having to redirect them to your landing page and then fill out a capture form. It should automatically do that for you. However, if you are just going straight through Facebook, this could be a great opportunity to add that capture form and have them sign up that way if you're not doing the campaigns through KW command. The leads will go straight to command if they use the lead capture form right here. If they use this on your agent site or your testimonial, your agent site or your landing page, they should go straight to your KW command. Also, inside of your campaigns, I know we were talking about that as well. Inside of your campaigns, if you use that button that says use Facebook lead generation capture form, that will go straight to your KW command as well. Any other questions? All right, everyone. Absolutely enjoyed our time here today. I can't wait for our next training. If there's anything we can do to help support you and your business, please feel free to reach out at support@scottleroymarketing.com. And again, this video will be up on our YouTube after it's done processing. Have a fantastic rest of your day.